My name is Marvin XFiles, Dad had on Antifa Coach Little League, and today I will be doing a movie review on Civil War 2024. This is a A24 movie collection, and my God, A24 has been pushing out content. And our lead star is Kirsten Dunst. She played off of Jumanji and also Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. And my God, this movie is about a team of embedded journalists who's who have to, it's a race against time, and they have to reach their destination, and they have to do a 857-mile drive to get to their destination. And my God, this is a civil war, people. A civil war in America has reached chaos, all types of politics, all types of this. This movie has a lot of messages, and I love it. Now, Kirsten Duncan's character, her character she reminds me of Frank West. It's the Capcom, it's a zombie game, and she's a photographer, and she captures the worst up in war of the conflict. She just has to be the first, and she has to make a name for herself. It's her career. She's out there on the battlefield, and she's witnessing all types of pain, all types of just gruesome things that life has to offer. Life is about war. It's about this. It's about many of things. See, she is a trash human being. She got her boots to the ground, and she's a journalist. She's a photographer, and she's really capturing war and the true meaning of it, and in the definition. She understands it, and she's desensitized to it. It's the fact that it's her job, and she got to get a name for herself. And her crew has a motive. They have a motive, and they just want to make a name for themselves, and they do it for clout, for a name, and it's, this job is just awful. I do not like this type of job. I understand. It's just a real douchebag type of job, and you really have to, like, your humanity is lost, like taking up this type of work, a photographer, and you don't care about the things you are witnessing: war, conflict, human sorrow, and you don't acknowledge that because you're taking pictures of it. Like, that type of job is crazy. And they really got boots on the ground, helmet on, and they just taking pictures. Frank West off of Dead Rising is crazy. This movie is just crazy. It's good, and I really like the direction. How, like, up in, like, Act 1 and kind of, well, Act 1, and then the camera goes out of focus, and it refocuses. I like that. I like that type of art. It's good. I loved it. It was just great. It was unpredictable, and it had great music. Really great music. Now she takes on a protege. A young girl, has to be 18, 17, and you really see her development throughout this movie. She was a sensitized girl, and then over time you see the change up in her character. She really wants this type of work. She really signs up for this type of work, and I understood it, but I'm like, you have no type of humanity as a human being is to take on this type of work. Now, it's a group of them. It's like two, and the other guy, what's his name? Shoot, dang, he ain't even popping up on here, man. Oh my gosh, let me type it in. I'm so sorry, man. Oh my gosh, what's his name? Stephen McKinley. Now that guy, I really liked his character, man. He was in The Wise One, elderly. He possessed a lot of wisdom. He was their guide, and like he is the guy who you ask questions is to confirm if you're doing the right things. And the death up in this was really good, man. Was really good. I loved all of it. I loved the character development. I love everything. I love all of the pain and the destructions. It was funny at times. It was just great, man. This movie, it was great, and it holds a purpose, man, because you got to think of the Ukraine and the Russia, that whole conflict, and how that it gets nasty, and it's a reminder that you have people up in the USA who are taking pictures, who are getting information about the war, and just really being a reporter. Like, that's some nasty work. I just cannot respect that type of job. It's like, why would I do this type of work? Like, I question it, like, my gosh, as a human being, as a man, I cannot do that. But other people can. But it's a really dangerous job, and I do not recommend it, man. I do not recommend it. But up in this movie, man, it's a lot of ahs and just wows. It's a bunch of it's a bunch of unpredictable moments, and like, my man, this movie was good. A24 is really bringing out heat. Love Lies Bleeds. They're on a roll. They are making these movies. They are competing. This is an escape of the superhero content. They are really doing it for me. They're really doing it. And if I have to give this movie a grade, I would give it a B plus. This movie was good. It was great. It was fantastic. I like the characters. I like how they talk about ignorant is bliss. It's a scene up in this movie how that people are unaware of what is going on and will try to pretend as if it doesn't concern them. Like, it's crazy. It was a scene up in this movie like that, and I said, boy, I know a lot of those people who just out of touch with reality. This movie was fire. It had all types of messages. It had a lot of deceased people. It was raw. It was uncut. It was brutal. It was in your face. It was all of those things, man. This movie was great, and I recommend this movie, Civil War. Civil War. And this movie gets a B plus for me. And if it doesn't have that X or that stamp, it isn't real. It isn't authentic. My name is Marvin XFiles 250.